This book is actually not what I was expecting at all.
Wanna clear a bottle of Cabernet. Wanna stay home, not even
I thought I was being really creative.
Wanna get out of my own head.
That is
wanna
so
lay
cute.
down, overthink. I wanna cry every tear I got. Put on a dress, be a stranger's dream. Lock up this heart of mine.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kia and I like to read. Today I am filming a reading vlog, and that is of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have wanted to read this for a very long time. I've seen so many people raving about this series, so I have finally found this at the library. That was in my last video, so my TBR for June. I was so excited when I found this because I was looking for it for a really long time, but it was just constantly on loan. So I was so stoked when I finally found this at the library and had to grab it. So I am planning on doing a reading vlog of this book, start to finish. It won't all be today, it'll be over the course of maybe the next 2 weeks that I'll read this one. And so then you guys can get to see my raw reactions as I'm going through it. So I'm very excited. I've already read the first 2 chapters, I believe. Oh, I am just so excited to read this. How many times have I said excited?
I wanna wear it on my sleeve. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold.
Hey guys, I have just gotten home from work, but I really wanted to start ACOTAR, so I am going to be picking this up and reading this for a couple chapters. I have to whisper because it's obviously dark, so people in my house are asleep. I'm so excited to be starting this. So just made some dinner. I made a chicken stir fry, so I'm going to eat that and do some reading. So I've just finished chapter 1. I'm now moving on to chapter 2. I am going to put this down and eat my dinner, and I might come back tonight, depending on the time.
Hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing 2 things can be true. Wanna throw away your vanity, wanna wear it to sleep tonight. Wanna wipe our slate clean, wanna pick this thing up right where we left off. Wanna block your number, take one last time, make it another. Wish I was one or the other. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing 2 things can be true.
Alright, I've just finished chapter 3 and I am moving on to chapter 4. Nothing too much to report, like I'm just getting like the basic understanding of how their town works. It's introducing the Fae realm. So this family, they're very broke, like they have no money. She's the only one that actually goes out hunting to get food for them to eat, and then she sells off parts of the animals to different people at the markets to get money, so then they can continue to buy clothes and things like that, like pay their bills, whatever they need. Nothing too crazy at the moment. I'm only just getting into it. I will read chapter 4 and update you then. I think there's a fae in their house right now. A fairy. So we already know that they exist, but they're just having their first encounter with one.
If it's black, it's white. If it's wrong, it's right. Soon as I pick one, I switch sides. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing 2 things can be true.
finished chapter 4 and I'm going on to chapter 5. She is just getting taken into the Fae realm. So I'm sure it's going to be getting really interesting from here. Hey guys, I'm back. I have been reading ACOTAR all week. I haven't filmed any because it's usually when I get home of an afternoon after work. I will read some of this like while I'm laying in bed. And I just haven't filmed that. Nothing crazy. So I am going to pick this up. So actually where I'm at, I'll talk a little bit about what's happened so far though. So I am on chapter 39, which is page 345. So I'm almost there. I think it's 80-something% of the way through. Now, the last time I updated you guys, I was still at the start a little bit. And so what's happened since? So she made her way into the fairy realms. She met the fairies that took her there. So there's Tamlin and Lucian. She was living with them for a couple months in the fairy realms. Now I don't want to give away too much, but she had to go back to the mortal lands and to like protect herself basically. This book is actually not what I was expecting at all. I don't know what I was expecting actually. I've just heard so many good things about this book and I just wanted to start reading it. I literally knew nothing about it. I've heard that this is very spicy. Now, I haven't finished yet, but it hasn't been. I don't know if that like comes later in the series or something like that. There was one scene where she went to bed with someone, but it was very short and very sudden actually. I was expecting it to be like a bigger moment, but it was honestly very sudden. There was no build up to it at all. It was just straight into it. And it was like half a page. And then it just like skipped like to waking up the next morning or whatever. So not what I was expecting with that. Then she ends up making her way back from the mortal lands to the fairy realm again. And the first time she went on that adventure through the forest, it took like days. It took a really long time. The second time when she was going back by herself, it also just kind of skipped it. Like it just, she had a couple run-ins and then it was like, anyway, now I'm back at the house, like at the manor. It was just very like, oh yep, I've just left and then now I'm here. It felt like it skipped a whole lot. I was expecting more of a story like while she's going through the forest all by herself. I was expecting her to have lots of run-ins with, all the different creatures that live in there. But it just completely skipped over that. I am liking it. At the start, I was like, this is not really what I was expecting. And like, I think I had higher expectations going into this because of everyone's reviews that they've done on this book and just the hype around this. As it goes further into the book, I'm enjoying it a lot more because it's actually really cool. Like, it's a cool story. But it's just not what I was expecting, which is fine. It's kind of good that way, I guess, if you're going into it expecting a certain outcome or like, the story to go in a certain way. I don't know. But I'm glad that it's not what I was expecting, I suppose, because then I had no idea. Like everything, I was so caught off guard with everything that was happening throughout this book. There was not a time where I'm like, oh, I expected that to happen. Now, it's a romantasy. I think it's supposed to be an enemies to lovers because the Fae and the humans are enemies. Feyre. So I also found out it's pronounced Feyre. Last time when I was doing my TBR reading, I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Feyre. Feyre is the human and Tamlin is the Fae High Lord that captures her and takes her over into the fairy realms. Feyre is the FMC, Tamlin is the MMC. I think it's supposed to be an enemies to lovers, but they were never really truly enemies. He was always fine to her. He was kind, he was accommodating, he would help her when she needed, he would come to her rescue if she was, being chased by monsters in the forest or whatever. Like, he was always there to help her out. He didn't have a lot to do with her. He didn't hang out with her a lot, but he wasn't ever nasty to her. It's also not a slow burn. I think I was expecting it to be more of a slow burn. So they meet their housemates essentially, and then they start to like each other. They start to get a little crush on each other. And then it just happens. Like I just feel like it happened very quick. It's not a huge book, I suppose. I've still got about 100 pages to go, and I am going to finish that on camera. I am also wanting to go pick up a couple of things from the shop shortly, so I think I've got a coffee. So I think I'll finish my coffee, and then I'm gonna head out, grab a couple things. I want to like spice up the background a bit. It's a bit boring in here. Sorry about that. Also, I'm impressed at how fast I've read this, considering I don't read much Monday to Friday. Because I work full time, like I'm not getting home until usually like 7:30 p.m. and then I try and go to bed around 10. I've still got to like get home, make my dinner, shower, all that stuff, like my night routine. And then as I'm lying in bed, I like will try and read a couple chapters. But I have had a few late nights, not gonna lie. Last night I stayed up till 1:30, like reading this. I was also trying to read a couple of other books. There's a few books I'm trying to finish this weekend. I'm on page 345 and I started this only last weekend, I think. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Not the fastest reader in the world, but I'm impressed. Okay. I'm on page 345, starting off on chapter 39. I'll read this chapter. I believe it's a long chapter. I think this is why I stopped last night where I did, because I'm like, I'm too tired. I can't go on another chapter. Also, sorry, me again. Okay, so Rhysand. I had to search up last night how to say his name, because I know his nickname is Rhys. I get that. But then it's the and part was throwing me off. So this whole time, like I've been saying like Rhysand in my head. And then I went on Reddit last night to see how other people are saying it. And there's actually so many ways that people are saying it, but apparently it's supposed to be Rhysand. I'm trying to get used to saying that in my head.
Two things can be true.
Things just jump really fast in this. So she just went to this party she was Rhysand's like date, I guess. She like drank the wine, which she was instructed not to drink the wine. She drank it. He like forced her to drink it. And then it just like skips to the next day. So like obviously she like passed out, or you know, like she can't remember anything that had happened. Oh, there's this party, and like I was expecting something big to happen from this party. But again, like it's just, I keep expecting things and they're not happening, which isn't a bad thing. That's not me saying it's a bad thing. It's cool, I guess. Like I'm not expecting the next move. Never let them know your next move. Okay, I just finished chapter 39, going on to chapter 40. I'm gonna head out for a little bit because your girl needs to decorate at the back here. So I want to try and find some things. But yes, I am on page 360. So Feyre has 3 trials, I suppose, that she's got to do. She is just moving on to her 2nd trial. I won't give my final rating until my June reading wrap up, but I do want to do, you know, I just wanted to document my feelings as I'm going through this and all of the thoughts, because I was so excited. This was a highly anticipated read for me. I was so excited to read this. I'd heard such great things about it. So I really wanted to capture my feelings and give you guys updates throughout the book and how I'm feeling about it. So I will be back to finish this. Going to the shops. Guys, I just got back from the shop. Look how cute. Do you see those little things in the background? That's what I just picked up. Okay. Look, little taper candles. Are you kidding me? I'm not sure if I should do, like, that's huge, or if I should swap them. But the little one, these ones are huge, but they will burn down. That's so cute. That's huge. I can't get over that. This size, I almost got in a bigger size as well. And then as I saw this, I was like, that's huge. Is that too much? This side. Are they cute? That looks so big. It's like as tall as the TV. I went hunting around looking for these. Cute. It's nothing crazy for the background when I light them though. Hopefully it doesn't light my TV on fire. I love it. That looks so cute. But you can't really see it that well from this angle. They're so cute. Now we're on sale. Love a sale. I made this little jar and I added like a strip onto it. I thought I was being really creative, then I since found out like jars with these things are an actual thing. Hopefully this doesn't set my smoke alarm off. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That is so cute. Slightly concerned about my smoke alarm. It's like above my door up there. They're so cute. So that's doing like, see how tall they are? They look so tall. So that's doing a little something for the background. I don't know what else to put there. I was thinking fairy lights or something around like the edges, but I don't think that's the vibe I'm going for. That's so cute. I love it. All right, we'll be reading. I'm just about to be like, where's my phone? You are my phone. Hello, phone. It smells like matches burning in here. And I've got my window closed as well, so you guys hopefully don't hear any of like the birds and the cars going past. Need some fresh air. Where were we? Chapter 40. So I am gonna go through, finish reading this, and I'll update you guys. Oh, when the sun goes behind the clouds, it really makes the candles stand out. I really hope they're not too close to the TV. They look so cute though. They're so tall. I love it. You know what this is giving a little bit? Because so Feyre has been given those 3 trials that she's got to do, or she can solve the riddle. It's almost giving like Rumpelstiltskin vibes. That's what I keep thinking of when he's like just so sure that like you won't find out his name kind of thing. That's what I keep thinking of when she talks about the riddle. Have you solved my riddle yet? What is my name? dead weight again. Guys, I hate when I've read this in so many books now, and I know a lot of people love it, the like licking of tears thing. What, are you a dog? I don't get it. I don't get it. I find it so cringe. Like, the thought of that makes me want to rip my skin off. I figured that would get you to stop crying. It was disgusting. Fair. Valid. That is disgusting. I don't get it at all. Will assigning you to learn to read be as painful as it looked today? Chapter 41. Nearly there. I'm going to say I'm probably about 90% through. Page 370. All right, I am picking up on chapter 41. Page 370. She's just had her second set of trials, and now she's just back in her little dungeon. I'm gonna read this. I swear I don't usually sit up while I'm reading. I usually lay in bed, but it's just like the lighting comes from this way. So that's why I've also always got to like just awkwardly sit up straight while I'm reading. But it'd be nice if I could like get a different angle, or like if I had like a little couch or something, but this is what we're working with. And if I faced it the other way, the lighting would be really bad. I would look more comfortable. I would be more comfortable, but it's not about my comfort, is it? Okay, chapter 41. Books upside down. Chapter 42, page 376. It's 46. I've got 4 more chapters. I'm so excited to finish this. chapter 43, which is page 386. She is about to go into her final trial. This is very intense right now. Oh, okay. Chapter 44. I'm on page 398. This is good. I'm really liking this. I've got 3 chapters left. On 45. 2 more to go. This is really good. Last chapter. Chapter 46. There are so many birds out the front of my room right now, and they're all just like screaming at me. There's like 10 on this tree right in front of me. inside of your human heart, Feyre. Pity those who don't feel anything at all. Beautiful. I finished it. We are at the end. This was a roller coaster. This was so beautiful though. And again, like I've mentioned, not at all what I was expecting. I've heard that this is supposed to be like super spicy. I'm kind of thinking maybe they mean like the future books, like the whole ACOTAR series. This book, not spicy. There was 2 scenes where they got it on, but it was so, like, it didn't even take up a whole page, literally like half a page of, yeah, it wasn't spicy. I'm so happy that I vlogged reading ACOTAR. I always just feel so like stunned after finishing a book. Like I just have to sit with it for a bit. It was beautiful. I would definitely recommend reading this. I'm really hoping I can find the follow-up books at the library, but even finding this one, it took a really long time to find it. It was always leased out. So my final thoughts, love. I love this. This is so beautiful. You know, you've got your fae, you've got your humans, and as almost in all the books, they're battling. They don't like each other. They've got their separate worlds. And this was just so good. Like the trials at the end were good, very unexpected. Everything about this is just not what I was expecting. I would definitely recommend reading this. I really, really enjoyed this, and I'm so excited to read the rest of the series. Thanks so much for watching my video today, guys. It means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment as well if there's any other books that you would like to see me read and review. And as always, if you'd like to see more of my face as well, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.